So it was 11 o'clock at night, and these are demon hours for gamers. This is where all the tryhards live. Their, hands are on fire from pub stomping all day. So this was my second session of the night after I just got out of the sweatiest B-class lobby ever. Now we got S1 road racing, and if these dudes had meta cars for fucking B-class, you can imagine what they're gonna pull out now. Event 1, I start basically in pole position with second, so top 3. Anyways, I was very excited as in my last 2 sessions, I always started from the back of the pack, and this was the debut of my 4GT build. I actually built this. I raced valiantly, but I couldn't catch that Corvette, and I dropped another place to that Zonda. Now, Zondas have the power of a Kanye West album, so I'm used to them, overtaking me and whatnot, but getting toasted by a ZR1 was insane, because that's not really a meta car from what I know, so that was just great. Anyways, moving on to race 2, I'm starting in place 6 out of 10, which kinda sucks, but I'm still aiming for podium position. But there's stiff competition in here, and pole position would be a huge win for starting in 6th. we laid down a beautiful final lap, making up like 5 seconds on that Aventador, but the only way I was going to pass him was to crash into him and potentially wreck him, but we don't race that way here at the Speed Village. So I took a well-fought 4th place again, and now here's the last race. We're starting right where we finished off, in 4th. Let's see if we can net pole position in this insane lobby. Once again, we get a strong 4th place, and honestly this is fitting, you know. This is kind of how I rank myself. I'm better than your average racer. I can compete with the top tier, but beating them is a whole nother question. I'm also taking note of some of these cars that are dominating these lobbies. I'm gonna save up for the Diablo GTR because that also was in Don Juan Song's top 20 cars in the game, and he listed it as one of the best you know, S2 race cars to build in the game, along with the Mosler. You're probably wondering why did I just say god damn it and cut it off mid-sentence. It's because the dog started moving. Anyways, that Zonda, oh yeah, I should say for the Zonda too, because those seem like royal crushers. Anyways, there's not much to say, you know. When it comes to these, normally, like when you do a regular gaming channel, you can add some thoughts on the game and this, that, and the third, but doing racing videos and playing racing games is just kind of straight up. Either you raced good or you didn't. Either you had a good enough car to win or you didn't. And in this one, I had the skills. My build just wasn't good. You know, well, it was good. It just wasn't as good. And I may have could have laid down a cleaner race in some of those races, but that only would have shaved off like a second or two at most, and I was still 4 or 5 seconds behind a lot of these guys, except for that Aventador and whatnot. So yeah, so I'm just gonna end it here, you know. You already know how to support the channel. Subscribe today to join the village, and eventually, you know, when we get big enough, we can branch out for more than just Forza. Of course I'm gonna play all kinds of racing games, but I'm talking like doing real life car builds and whatnot. I got an insane idea, but of course that has to be way down the road and whatnot. But hey, until we see in the next one, I still got to think of an outro for a channel, but until I do that, it's just gonna end with a bang.